Okay, I got something for you. It's a new one. It's gonna be a good one. So the movie came out in the 90s. I think it was 95, 96. Wesley Snipes, Sylvester Stallone, Sandra Bullock, um, the guy that was in Rescue Me. Movie's called Demolition, man. I didn't really like it. I've always been interested in futuristic stuff, future technology. So I like the AI, Minority Report so much, Those were movies about the future, and AI was about future climate change and all that. And I didn't rewatch the movie for a long time because I didn't believe in climate change. Simply because of that, I didn't want to watch that movie. But obviously, I believe in it now. So, Demolition Man is about Sylvester Stallone is this hero cop. He's going against Wesley Snipes. Somehow he makes a mistake and kills a bunch of civilians. They put him on ice. They freeze him. And they freeze Wesley as well. Both of them get frozen. This is like the future present, but it's bad. Like it's like a militarized SWAT, militarized police department. Like I remember that movie LAPD had like a Hummer. I thought that was crazy. You know what I mean? I thought that was the craziest shit. I'm like, they got a Hummer? The black and white colors. That shit was crazy. This is in the early 2000s, early 90s, late 90s when I saw that movie. And, now look at all the tools police have. Look at how armored police are, So I guess we're in that future. There's like high level of crime and violence and militarized police. And I think Sylvester Stallone is kind of like one of those cops they use to get at the really bad criminals. Kind of toying at the edge of justice, the edge of the law, excuse me. They both get frozen. And then one day, this guy wakes up Wesley Snipes because he wants to destabilize the government. This is way in the future. There's been an earthquake, and it's something I say often that for us to have socialism, for us to have things I want, there has to be some big emergency. There has to be some big emergency that I can't see it happening on its own. People don't want stuff I want. Not because I'm wrong, but because they just don't want it. They want to watch the game. They want to get drunk. They want to fuck a bitch. They don't care. I'm some crazy guy. In their minds. So he, Wesley Snipes running wild. And like I said, like the men wear like robes and stuff like that. And they have like self-driving cars and stuff. And if I remember correctly, a lot of people lived in the sewer because they couldn't live in the environment. Because it was like no one had guns, no one had knives. It was a utopia. And I remember there was like a guy in that movie, big fat guy that had like blonde highlights in his hair. And we thought that was really gay. And now, You know what I'm saying? Now it's like that happens all the time. No one touched. No one touched. They would do this. There was some kind of a pandemic had happened or something, and the culture, that was a culture change. That's what happens in time. Things change, and I mean, look at how much of British society was affected by World War II. You know what I mean? So they would do that. There had been some kind of earthquake, a massive earthquake. And only restaurant was Taco Bell. Well, Taco Bell was like a really high-end restaurant. And after that, they didn't have sex. They would put on goggles, go into virtual reality. They could have sex within the game. I'm not sure you can do that now, but we do have virtual reality. That does exist. I thought about getting some goggles myself because you can watch movies and I may not get that because I'm seeing things you can like get your phone and project whatever you're watching. I may get that instead, Um, let me see what I want to talk about next. Wesley Snipes running around tearing things up. Police were really nice. They didn't want to use force, and he beat their asses. He beat their ass. They weren't prepared for the kind of violence he had. And I mean, it wasn't really a moral to the movie. The people in the sewer were being abused, like they were being kept down. That's wrong. But like looking at that movie, I don't see a problem with that. You know, like I don't see a problem with that. Not at all. And it's a white guy movie. You know, it really is. It's a white guy movie. It's a redneck movie that they don't want peace. They don't want a utopian society. They want violence. The Rescue Me guy says Dennis Leary. I think that's his name. He's a comedian, Dennis Leary. He says something like, "I want to smoke a cigar the size of Cincinnati and other shit." I didn't find that funny then. I don't find that funny now. So you wanna bring back the pollution, the violence, the diseases, the uncourtesy. I mean, at one time I kind of felt like that, but it's just such a childish view of liberty. It's a childish view of the world, and I don't want that. You know, I'd rather live in a place of courtesy. I'd rather live in a place of respect. I'd rather live in a place like that. Because I've seen the other side of the rednecks. It's nasty. Coronavirus shows you there's nothing good about being unenlightened or ignorant. I mean, you watch the governor of Georgia put the fucking mask on the wrong way and have the mask halfway hanging down. So there was no suction. I mean, is that really what you want? You want people like that, idiots like that, a month in tell you, we didn't know it spread it asymptomatically. These people aren't falling over dead. You know, there was a police chief that made a comment about this gay guy, gay deputy, made a video about it. And with deputies, with sheriffs like this, with mayors with governors like this, they set the tone, and it's very easy to understand why you have police officials that are that fucking stupid. Because you have governors that are fucking stupid. They're just not homophobic. What I'm saying is ignorance is based in that. You understand? Like, it's not just that they're stupid. Their reactions to everything is based in complete ignorance. Moving on. Someone made a patch. It said "Make America Violent Again." I saw it the other day, and I didn't have no time to look at it. I looked at it again this morning. I'm like, what kind of man will put a patch on him that says "Make America Violent Again"? And you know what came to me was Demolition, man. People who want violence, who don't want utopia, who don't want a more just, a more even society for all people, a more enlightened society for all people. They don't want that. Part of me thinks that's why they cheer Trump, because they think like what Trump is doing will bring about global war, and they want a new world order. Like, they want an atheist. They want an antichrist. Like, a part of me believes that. A part of me really believes that they are so hateful. They are so based upon their idea of the way the world works that there's nothing Trump could do that would make them turn on him. Like they're like a cult. Like really, we're watching a cult running around with these guns and stuff. I mean, I'm getting a California patch. I may get a global citizen patch. I'm definitely getting a California. I actually got a California flag for my Oakleys. And if it looks good, I may buy a couple more of them for all my glasses. I love California. I love it out there. My face is huge, ain't it? My face is huge, boy. My face. Yeah. I may buy another one. Be sure.